All right, what's going on, everybody? As we know, UFC 309 is this weekend. Even though I don't care about Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic, we're still going to watch because we still love MMA. So let's get right into the card. Real quick, before I get into the video, 97% of you guys aren't subscribed. So if you like MMA, boxing, or influencer boxing content, I post 3 to 4 times a week on the channel, 5 times this week because it's a big week. So make sure you subscribe. Yeah. Okay, so for the people that are new to this channel, I only predict the fights that I'm sure about. Like, if I don't know about the fighters, I'm not going to be talking out my ass, saying I know how the fights are going to go. So, I'm not going to be predicting every fight on the main card. I'm going to be predicting the last 3. So, yeah, I'm sorry if I don't predict the fight that you care about. I don't think that many people care about Viviane Araujo versus Karine Silva. So, I think we'll be good, just letting you guys know ahead of time. All right, so the first fight that we're going to be talking about is Bo Nickal versus Paul Craig. As we know, they're both very dominant on the ground, so this is going to be interesting. And maybe one of these fights that they're both so good on the ground that they end up standing the whole fight. I hope so, because that's my preferred type of fighting. I've said that a million times. But they may be going for finishes, but it's going to be hard when they're both so good on the ground. So if they're going to be on the ground, it's probably not going to be a finish. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe one of them will get a finish, but as we know, Bo Nickal is one of the biggest prospects in the UFC, but he's not that active. Paul Craig isn't the greatest fighter, but he's good at what Bo Nickal's good at. So it could be a very tough fight for Bo Nickal. But I'm not going to lie. I think Bo Nickal will win by knockout here. Again, I think the fact that they're both good on the ground will make them stand up, kind of cancel each other out, if that makes sense. I think Bo Nickal is going to win this regardless, no matter how this is going to end, but Paul Craig should be a tough fight for him, but I'm going to take Bo Nickal by knockout let's say in the 3rd round. Knockout TKO in the 3rd round by Bo Nickal. Okay, next fight. Charles the Bronx, Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. Now, I'm going to be honest. When this fight got announced for Michael Chandler after waiting for Conor McGregor for 2 years, I was like, why the fuck would they do this? I know this is a rematch. Don't get me wrong, and I know Chandler hurt Charles in the first fight in the beginning, but Charles obviously came back and won that fight. I feel like it's very different now. I feel like Charles has probably gotten even better, and Chandler's been out for 2 years, so I feel like Chandler's going to get messed up. I'm not going to lie. I think Charles Oliveira is going to dominate Michael Chandler in there. I guess I could be wrong, of course. I wouldn't parlay my picks. I say that all the time. Please don't. But I feel like Charles is going to dominate Michael Chandler. I feel like he's going to submit him probably early. I see him rocking Chandler and submitting him maybe even in the 1st round. Maybe that's ridiculous. I'm going to say round 2 to be safe. But I think Charles Oliveira rocks Chandler and gets like a rear naked in the 2nd round. I don't want to go too quickly through these fights, so I'll explain. Obviously, Chandler is very good on the feet. He's very sporadic and wild, though, which gets him in trouble. Charles is one of the most technical fighters. He's been fighting top-level competition since he's been in the UFC. He seems like he's only getting better, and this looks like it'll be his last push at the title. And I want to see him versus Islam, so I'm going to definitely pick Charles Oliveira by a 2nd-round submission. And I don't think Chandler should be taking this fight. Maybe the Conor fight still happens after this. I don't see Charles facing Conor. That's not a good matchup for Conor, but with what's going on with Conor right now, he may never get back in the ring. So yeah, Charles Oliveira by round 2 submission. Now for the main event. Yay. Yay. Jon Jones versus not Tom Aspinall. Yay. But anyways, we got Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic. Now, I've made my opinions on this very clear. If I'm probably going to rant anyways, but if you want to see my rants, go check my other 2 Jon Jones videos. Yeah, I never understood this fight. Stipe just got knocked out 3 years ago, and this is his comeback fight is for the title against Jon Jones. There's totally no reason why Jon wanted to fight Stipe instead of Tom, because Stipe is totally great on the ground like Tom, you know. I'm going to try not to be too salty and get through this, so I'm going to drop it. Jon Jones versus Stipe. As we know, I think that this is going to be dominant. I love Stipe. He's a great dude. There probably isn't a better dude to beat Jon Jones than Stipe when it comes to, like, a good dude. Dude literally is a firefighter when he's not fighting. So, yeah, man, I Can't really talk myself into Stipe winning this. I want to, but I'm not going to be unrealistic. I don't think it's going to be as quick as the Gon fight because Stipe is better on the ground than Gon, but it could still be a round 1 submission or TKO, to be honest. I think Jon Jones shoots. I feel like Jon Jones in this stage of his career is basically Khabib. He's not going to be striking with people, especially with Stipe. Hopefully he doesn't retire after this fight. As we know, he's been calling out Alex Pereira. I think he talked about Jamal Hill and Derek Lewis instead of Tom Aspinall. Oh, God, it makes me so fucking mad, dude. This is supposed to be the GOAT of the sport, dude. He isn't in my opinion, but for a lot of people, especially if you disregard steroid use, he's supposed to be the GOAT. Dude, like, you would rather face Jamal Hill instead of Tom. You think that he's talking about Tom not earning anything, but Jamal Hill has? Anyways, yeah, I think Jon Jones submits Stipe in the first round. It could be round 2. I must just say round 2, just so like I completely not upset. Maybe Stipe stuffs a couple takedowns and like, oh shit, and then in round 2 he just gets tapped. Honestly, I see it happening that way, to be honest. Stipe gets a few stuffs and then he just eventually gets taken down in the second round and gets tapped. Then Jon Jones unfortunately probably retires. So does Stipe, but that makes sense. So yeah, I'm going to pick Jon Jones by submission in the second round. Not going to be happy about it. I'm probably going to rant in the instant reaction, but I guess I'm going to save it for that. Now, for the short time that this fight is standing, I will say, Stipe should go for calf kick. Shout out to MMA Guru. I heard him say that, and that's very true. Just get Jon thinking about other things besides your hands and try to connect on his chin. Because we haven't really seen Jon get cracked at heavyweight yet. So, who knows? Maybe Stipe could really hurt Jon. I don't think Jon will give him the chance. There really is a chance this is just another Cyril Gane fight and he just gets taken down right away. I hope not. I hope he doesn't get finished as easily as I hope he's going to be finished. But, yeah, if Stipe is going to win, it's definitely going to be on the feet. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think Jon Jones is going to shoot as much as possible. Jon Nurmagomedov over here, just going to be... Yeah, hopefully this is a good fight, though. Hopefully we're all wrong about this fight, and it's a good fight. Hopefully the crowd does their number and boos Jon and chants Aspinall. Just get him pissed off, Tom. Just get Jon Jones pissed off. That's the only way you're going to fight him. And I'm going to talk about one more thing that happened recently. Jon Jones came out and said that Tom Aspinall has been an asshole and he doesn't want to do business with him. What a fucking... Oh my God. Are you kidding me, Jon Jones? You sound like a teenage girl. Like, I'm being so serious. Oh, he's been an asshole to me. I don't want to do business with him. He just said he could beat you. And he said that you don't want to gamble because you know he'll lose to you. Or you'll lose to Tom. God, that response was so, like, girlish to me. It was so bad.
Fighting right now. And I'm not into gambling my legacy for what's exciting.
And Jon, if you're not into gambling your legacy, that to me sounds like you're scared of losing against me.
With, you know, he's 30, so he's from this influencer generation where you hop online and the t-shirt sales and all that. I'm past that type of stuff. I'm like, bro, if you had a little bit more respect, then maybe we could have worked something out, you know, but I just don't even want to do business with him. You know, at the end of the day, this is a business.
And this is people's GOAT, man. This is ridiculous. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about my picks. Please don't parlay them, like I said. Unless you completely agree already before watching my video, don't be swayed by me. So yeah, let me know if you guys think Jon Jones is ducking in the comments. Let me know if he's going to retire after this fight. Let me know if you disagree with any of my picks and why in the comments. Make sure you turn on that bell and subscribe and leave a like on this video so we can grow this channel. I really appreciate it. So yeah, even though I picked Jon Jones, let's go Stipe. Thank you guys for listening to me yap like usual. And peace out.